In this class, let's discuss about the water supply scheme and various concepts in it. So we were looking at flow chart of a water supply scheme. Usually in water supply scheme, we divide it into two forms. One is surface source and underground source. The underground source do not need, or there is no necessary for treatment in underground sources. For example, in so many of your houses, we depend on wells, and in some of the villages and other areas, we depend on the infiltration galleries and springs. So there we are not going to treat it or anything. We directly procure water from the source and we don't treat it. Treatment is not necessary, and we will use it. And whether if we are considering it for a larger extension, we through the distribution system we directly distribute it to the customers. But in surface sources, if we adopt a surface source, then the surface source, it will be categorized into three different ways: rivers, lakes and reservoirs. And we withdraw water through an intake facility or through the intake works, and again we send that to the treatment plant. So intake work, the main concept of intake facility is to withdraw water from the different surface sources. So next, the surface water which is collected through the intake source is sent to the treatment plant. So the treatment plant consists all of these facilities and all of these process. The water will undergo through all the processes. So the first process is plain sedimentation, where we allow the water to stagnate and we make the larger particle to settle. When we allow the water to a detention tank or sedimentation tank, the larger particle and the silt particle will settle down, and the clear, we will get a comparatively clear water when compared to the raw water. Next comes the sedimentation with coagulation. So in the sedimentation and coagulation treatment process, we remove the suspended matter. So even after the plain sedimentation, there will be certain materials which will be suspended in water that will be removed in sedimentation and coagulation process. Next comes the filtration process. So in filtration, we remove the colloidal particles and the microorganisms present in the water. So we use different kinds of sieves and we filter water. And next comes the disinfection and miscellaneous treatment. In miscellaneous treatment, in the water, in the surface source, there will be some dissolved solids and gases, and due to this there will be taste and odor. So it will be removed in miscellaneous treatment. But in disinfection, pathogens are removed, or any bacteria which are present are removed in the disinfection process. And then once all this treatment is completed, then it is sent to the reservoir or clean water reservoir or to the distribution system, from which it is distributed to the end user, which is nothing but customers. Customers are the end users. So even though it is treated and it is sent to the reservoir, we can distribute in three different ways. The first one is gravity system, second one is pumping system, and the last one is dual or combined system. The gravity system is used when the reservoir is at a higher elevation. When the reservoir is at higher elevation and the area need to be served, or to the area which the water should be supplied is a lower lying area. The pumping system is used when the reservoir is at lower elevation. The reservoir is at lower elevation, or the village or the area, city where you need to supply water is at an higher elevation. We need to pump the water to that system. In several areas where we come across the varying terrain system, there some areas need the gravity itself, and in some area we need to pump it. So we adopt the dual system or the combined system of pumping and gravity. So at the end, our main motto or goal is to provide the wholesome water to the customers. So if they ask for a flow chart of water supply scheme, you need to write this and explain briefly. Thank you.